one song that sounds like Eye of the Tiger, but actually isn't. Da, 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 da. Hold on, I can actually do that. Da, da, da. I don't freaking know anymore. Other one, my name is Fox Nine, so Bugden Adverture Fox, and this episode was... Fudge me, I just looked it up. It's Belts Are Off, or The Belts Are Off, or some bullcrap like that. I don't know. I looked at it, and for some reason, the name just freaking escaped me. But anyways, I believe All Belts Are Off, or something like that, where, I'll say as soon as I started watching this episode, I'm like, okay, why is Marco still in his karate dojo thing? Because, as they've shown in this episode, he's strong. He's gotten stronger, even if, his body doesn't show it now. He's still gotten stronger over those 16 years he was gone. And that's actually, he has gotten stronger and more skilled in his fighting styles, because at one point he breaks 3 boards in half with his freaking leg. And if I remember correctly in the beginning, although I think he used his fist, though, or actually tried to do a karate chop. They tried to do that in the beginning of the series, I think episode 2 or 3. And, it didn't really work out all that well. He couldn't break one. He couldn't break it. So, it has shown that his skill 1 has increased, and I'm hoping mostly because of the 16 years that he's, been training. But because of also that, I was just thinking, why is he still in the dojo? I'm pretty sure he could wipe the floor with his sensei, especially since we kind of know where his sensei learns his skills from. But then again, apparently he teaches him something. But yeah. So Marco. So apparently this Afro Ninja, I'm gonna call him that, Afro Ninja, the master sensei of the VHS tapes or whatever. He was coming in to certify the school if but he has to see the best pupil that the school has. And of course they do the whole little fake out thing where the sensei says, I'm going to need to pick the bravest, the toughest, the strongest, the most determined of my students. And he looks at Marco, gives him a wink, and he's saying, I'll tell you by the end of the week. And they go like, today's Friday. Oh, well, I picked Jeremy. And he's like, what? And the thing is, I kind of instantly knew why he picked Jeremy, a.k.a. Justin Bieber. Oh, that's all I see when I look at that kid. That's all I see. Anyways. So, I'm trying to think. Okay, so, and I knew this as soon as because right after that, they're taking a shower in the dojo, and Jeremy, I think, is mocking Marco. But the kid has a butler drying him. Not drying Marco, drying Bieber. And I'm just thinking, okay, I can already see where this is going. It's because he's rich. And also because they needed someone to replace the Chinese girl for some reason. Because again, they're characters from season 1 that kind of had just been dropped. Almost completely. Marco's friends have almost completely disappeared altogether. And the thing is, it's not, and I can understand in Adventure Time, if, let's say, Marceline doesn't appear for 10 or 20 episodes later, or if certain characters like Bubblegum or anyone else don't appear for a couple episodes later. And it's because they're not all in the same area. Adventure Time is the world, basically, or at least the kingdom of Ooh. So you can kind of understand why certain characters don't always appear, or at least don't make cameos all that much. This one, I don't know about that, because it's all in the same town, and they also have a couple episodes that are in the school, which some of Marco's friends should be appearing in. And the rich Chinese girl who was basically supposed to be the stereotypical rich character for this show, but then they switched it to Jeremy for whatever reason. But and also apparently he's super rich, yet for some reason they go to a dojo in the mall when, if he's rich, can't he buy a private tutor? he could probably buy Chuck Norris. But anyways, that's beside the point. That's a little dumb. I keep ripping this show apart at some points with logic. Oh boy. It's not a bad thing. Well, it kind of. Anyways. So Marco then says, "Why didn't you pick me?" or whatever, especially when he shows off that he can break 3 boards with his freaking foot without hurting it, which is pretty good. And the sensei says, "It's not because of you, it's because Jeremy, it's because of who Jeremy is." And as soon as he said that, I'm thinking, okay, it's because Jeremy's rich. And Marco gets angry, knocks over a little My Little Pony reference, because My Little Pony has to be referenced in everything. Well, not really everything. I've only seen Teen Titans Go. Not that I watched Teen Titans Go. It's just I've seen a couple episodes while having it on the background. I saw, like, what is it, My Little Pegasus? And then this My Little Pony that this dude's watching. But, so Marco leaves, and then he starts going, like, sleuthing, like, trying to, like, record everything, like, all the bad things Jeremy's doing. And Jeremy's such a horrible person. Like, I really hate this character. Are we supposed to feel sorry for him at the end? I don't know. I really don't like this character at all. Like, I don't know. Maybe he'll get a redemption like Pacifica in Gravity Falls. Even though they cut that show, at least that love scene, that love part way too short, because there was something going on with Dipper and Pacifica, which kind of sucks that they just like, oh, show's over. That's over with, and also they totally like botch any kind of characterization with her. Also, the whole thing about that dude that Wendy dates, that him being a zombie, that seemed like it was all alluding to that too. But I don't know. But anyways, so Marco's trying to record all these things where like the Beaver gets angry because or Jeremy, well, I don't know, who care. Bieber gets angry because his mom doesn't leave the crust for his sandwiches in his bag because he's going to eat them later. And the worst part, I think that's terrible, that just makes me like, okay, I extremely hate this character, is he takes a $100 bill, glues it to the floor, and throws mystery poop on top of it. And then the werewolf dude is trying to grab the money, and then Jeremy's just looking at it. I knew it was coming, but it's just off, and it's just so sad. Like, this is extremely sad, because the dude's like, I can really use this money, and then he drops his glasses fall in it, and he just starts crying. It's also my birthday! And I'm just thinking, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. This is sad. I hate this character now. I hate Jeremy even more than I already did for him being the stereotypical bully. But so Marco was about to bring this all up to Sensei, but he looks at the sign of honor because his Sensei said that you don't know what honor is. But he says, but Marco then says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sensei, for everything I did and all this stuff. It won't happen again." So he's like, "Oh, that's good." And then Afro Ninja appears, and then they start doing the whole like tutoring thing, I guess. Not tutoring thing, to show off the skill. And Jeremy is like using it as like a photo op. He's like, yeah, yes, me. And again, they literally play a redone version with different little notes in it of Eye of the Tiger. Come on, Disney. If Cartoon Network and the people at Adventure Time can have the Ice King sing what was it? The song from Cheers. You can shell out some money for this freaking for Eye of the Tiger. Come on now, Disney. You have the money. But gosh dang it. But yeah, so that happens. The dojo dude really doesn't care. He even falls asleep at one point. He goes, but the sensei and Marco's like, "Oh my gosh, this is just dumb." Like, this dumb. Why? And he goes, "Why'd you let him pick?" He's like, "Dude, cause he's rich. Like, he gave me a lot of money to run this place. I shouldn't own a business, dude." And he's saying, he's like, "Oh, okay, but then like, why didn't you?" And he says, And he's like, why didn't you just tell me that? He's like, dude, because we're friends. And I'm like, no, and Marco doesn't bring this up. He's like, friends are up front with each other, you idiot. Or he say like, hey, friends are up front with each other. He's like, really? Wow. Sure stop learning my lessons from children cartoons. Watching that, I'm just thinking, did you just undermine every little lesson you ever wanted to teach a kid in this show, right? Right in that one moment, right there, that moment, Star versus Evil Team. Did you really just undermine that entire stuff there? Or maybe it's supposed to be, don't take cartoons so seriously, I guess. I don't know. But still, I just felt like, okay, if you were trying to teach a lesson to a kid now, you kind of probably just lost that. But, so Marco said, Marco says, we're friends? And says, yeah, dude, we're friends. What do you think I always text you for tacos? And Marco's like, you never text me. And Sensei looks at his phone and is like, whose number is this? I just like the number. I would just love, at some point, actually, what would have been a very funny joke would have been, in a past episode, there was a character whose phone rang, and like that was with Marco or whatever, or somewhere, and she's like, who keeps texting me to buy them tacos? And then to see that pay off later on, that actually would have been kind of a funny joke and a cool callback. But anyways, yeah, the episode was cool, and at least that ending part can at least hold my thought process on why Marco would stay at the dojo, even though they bring up that they're friends at the end of the episode. But then again, I could also see that maybe Marco's doing it still to support his sensei, since, yeah, his sensei apparently is a terrible businessman. So that at least, I can at least wrap my brain around it, that the reason why Marco is still in the dojo and still doing what he does in the dojo is because he wants to support his sensei. Because, yeah, he probably needs all the money he can get. So that is at least my thought process on why Marco is still at the dojo. And I brought this up in a little bit, and I think I have more time in this one, yeah. Some people have said that Marco doesn't have the mind of a 30-year-old or something like that now. And, because, the 16-year gap, that he still acts like a teen. I've looked at him like, no, he pretty much, so far, he still seems to be Marco. He seems to be still older Marco. And, like, because if you look at Marco it's actually, now that I think about it more, because of the Heinous episode, before all this, Marco, one, was inexperienced. He wasn't good at his fighting all that well. He was okay at fighting, I guess, because he has kicked the butt out of Ludo's men, but then again, how good is that? But he was more wimpy, he was more scared, less confident. After the breakup, yeah, he still acts like Marco, which I don't see why he wouldn't still act like Marco, especially since I'll say right now, the standard 30-year-old, if that is the case that people are thinking of like, a quote-unquote adult or something like that, is in a world of society that person has grown up with and let the world also hit them with, that they should act in this certain manner and stuff. It's not like I don't want to go see Marco. Yeah, let me grab a beer right there. Okay, it's fun. Well, I shouldn't say that, but something like that. Like he has to be like a certain way. You have to remember one thing: he hasn't been in society for 16 years, so his personality is pretty much intact. If anything, the only thing is that he's more combat, or he knows more combat, he knows more strategies, and you see that actually in Heinous. You see him, like, Marco, alright, you come, alright, you go through the back, I go through the front. If I remember correctly, Marco's the one who said that. If not, they still follow it, like, like they're a freaking operative team. Like, you go through the back and go through the front. We go on 3, alright? 1, 2, 3, break! And they dove in. That you see that he does have skills still. And even here, like, again, Marco doesn't really seem to whine all that much, but, like, even though, like, he sees, like, Jeremy, he's like, okay, yeah, does want this dojo to do well still. He doesn't want, you know, this idiot ruining it for them all. But yeah, it's just like people have said, like Marco doesn't have the mind of a 30-year-old. I'm like thinking, he lived in a world where there are no rules, no real society. Well, I guess there was with the monks, but even then, he still was Marco. Even like, what is it, Marco in the one with Hekapu that he got the dimensional scissors, running with scissors. He still acted a little bit more like Marco. Yeah, he was big, like, I was trying to find you all around, but all this stuff. But like, really, you want this character just to be, yeah, I'm cool. Because that's all that kind of would have been. But even then, like, when he saw Star, he said, Star! It's been years! And that was Marco. You still saw that personality inside of him. And that's how you still see, and that's how I still see him now. It's still that Marco. It's not the Marco from the past who was wimpy, who was too lazy and all this stuff. This is Marco who has trained, fought, knows combat and everything. I don't know. Unless the show, like, hits me over the head later on, like, you thought we were doing a good job. How cute. Apparently Disney is very tall. But yeah, this Marco doesn't seem like it's the same Marco. He is stronger. He is, you know, he's still a trained character. I want to say trained soldier, but a trained adventurer would probably work a lot better for that. Trained adventurer. Yeah, his personality isn't like, you know, a quote unquote standard 30-year-old, but then again, that's also probably because he hasn't really lived in a similar society, because society kind of knocks you over the head a couple times and say what you should or should not be. Be who you want to be. Just so you know. Choose the mask you want to wear, not let the world choose the mask you wear. Something like that. I don't know. Either way. This episode for a filler episode, this one was all right. For a filler episode, this was all right. I guess it's a little world building with the sensei, the Afro sensei, even though not sure what exactly his purpose is going to be. I don't know. I don't know exactly what his purpose is going to be, but it's probably not going to be too big. It's probably going to be the same thing with the top hat dude and the foreign exchange student. It's going to be like a one-off. We may see them later on. Probably not. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to check reviews that I've done, please links section below or the links that's there, and one of the ones here, and then there's also a subscription button. Either way, this episode was good. This was an alright filler episode, and only so that this kind of does show a little bit more of Marco's personality, I think, a bit. And also, again, still showing he still does have his skills. He still can fight. And also, Star was, like, very light in this episode. She only appeared, like, once. And that was towards the end-ish. But what is it? There's 2 episodes. There's actually 1 episode I really want to see that comes up after this one, which kind of sucks. Because I think, what is today? Is today Tuesday? No, today's Tuesday. So it was Wednesday, Thursday. So in 2 days, well, this episode will come out. Well, the episode me review it will be Friday. They're gonna do Just Friends. That's gonna be more with I guess technically Marco and Jackie. I kind of really want to see that episode. Either way, can't wait for that one. But I forgot what the next one is. But you'll see it soon enough. A day after this one, hopefully. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please share all my videos, and we will see you later.